Hello, welcome. It's Monday. It's time for your favorite day of the week, guys. It's our favorite day of the week. I know, Monday's favorite day of the week. Pretty weird. It's time for headlines. Ooh, headlines. Yeah. As we can see, we're going to start off with some patriotism. Is it still called patriotism in Canada? Or is that just an American thing?
I think it's an American thing.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to call it Canadianism. A new word. Put it in the dictionary right now. We're going to start off with some Olympics. As we all know, the Olympics are going on. Myself, being a big sports fan, that's been on my television pretty much all day, every day. I've been watching it. Canada's doing. We're doing okay. We have a few medals. We have a few gold medals. We have 2 gold medals. We just won them recently. We have a total of. I just want to get this right. That's what I'm looking. We have 10. We have 2 gold medals, 2 silver medals, 6 bronze medals. Six bronze medals, and we just won our 2 gold medals in the last 2 days.
Yep.
One was a swimmer, and the other one was defending. She defended her championship
In trampoline?
She won it in both 2012 in London and 2016 in Rio. So big ups to them.
Yep.
The big news out of Rio right now is that there's 2 things. Right now is that all women have won our medals for Canada, so that's pretty neat. And there's been a breakout star in swimming. A female named Penny, I'm going to butcher this name, Oleksiak? Penny Oleksiak. She's a 16-year-old girl. She's won, 16 years old. What were you doing at 16? I know what I was doing. I was jerking off to scrambled porn, hoping that the last 5 minutes would unscramble. That's what I was doing when I was 16. She's ripping up a pool at the Olympics. Mm-hmm. How crazy is that? She has won, I think, 4 medals, not gold. She's won 1 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. She tied for the gold medal with an American in the
still a gold medal
100-meter freestyle. It was a pretty cool race. It was cool to watch. She was like 7th at the turn. At 50 meters, she was 7th. And then she came back and won the damn thing. I was like, holy crap. I was watching it and I'm like, where is she? Oh, 7th? I'm like, meh. And my wife's like, no, look. I'm like, oh my god, how is she catching up? It was cool. It was cool to watch. So, I like the Olympics, as I've said in a couple of shows before. Go check them out. We've talked a little bit about the Olympics. There's been some, the Olympics. They look great on television, but I'm hearing that there's not as much good. You know how in the Olympics they have sometimes they have free concerts and a lot of cultural stuff.
Yeah.
They don't have any of that. Nope. It's bare bones.
It is
get it done.
You get from the village to where you're competing and go back to the village, and you try to stay as safe as possible. Yeah. Unfortunately, in a bus with some journalists and athletes, it was actually attacked.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people were hurt on the bus. There's been police officers or security officers killed in the slums. There's been other people killed. The first day they had 2 people dead. First day.
So we talked more in depth about the Olympics in a previous episode. Go check it out. Over here.
Yes.
It'll be somewhere. Go to our YouTube page. Check it
out. Okay. I've ranted about this before, and I'm still going to rant about it. The city of Calgary is being the fun suckers that they are being well known for. The Chasing Summer happened 2 weeks ago. It did actually receive noise complaints. It wasn't talked about the next day, which was a bit of a surprise. It was actually talked about a couple weeks later because of this. There were 47 noise complaints, and all of them were investigated by bylaw officers, and they were all found to be within tolerable range of Class A noise bylaws. Now, because of that, City Council is going to change the Class C bylaw to make it so when people complain about the bass, that they can actually charge them for it. So City is going to change...
I was just going to say that. I said, if you complain and it's not a valid complaint, you should get charged for the time that you... You should. It would make people think about complaining and actually know the rules.
Yeah, it's sad because
isn't it 9 o'clock in the morning you have to make noise and 11 at night? Something like that.
Yeah, a sound engineering firm has been working alongside bylaw officers this summer to determine just how much noise is too much on a so-called C-rated scale, which measures low-frequency sounds such as bass. And I don't know about you guys, but in an EDM concert, bass is the boss. This is what you need to have a pumping good time, and this is what they're making it so people can actually make a legitimate complaint.
So was there 47 complaints about the Chasing Summer concert?
Yep.
Okay.
And none of them were valid.
The houses aren't even that close. Like, when you think about where Max Bell is and where the concert was to the house, like, it's like 3 to 5 kilometers away. Like, that's nothing. That's like,
I know, it's horrendous that
it's probably all
Calgary is such a fun-sucking, a culture-sucking, fun-sucking sons of bitches. Like, this is horrible. You know.
And he didn't even go to the concert.
I didn't even go.
And he's mad about it.
Because
it's crazy. I think, I think all those people, all those 47 people should be fined $100 a piece for wasting the bylaw officer's time, wasting taxpayer money for that junk, because they're just, it seems like people just complain for complaining sake, you know what I mean?
It is, and there's going to be a lot of those headlines today.
These guys just are having a good time. Who cares, right? Well, from sucking the fun out to maybe letting people have a little bit more fun. The province of Alberta, as you know, that our last call in bars is usually about 2 a.m. for most places. But I didn't know this. I didn't know that your patio last call was earlier than 2 a.m.
Oh, I knew that.
I did not know that. And I work in restaurants. I didn't know. I would have served people on the patio. Who cares? They just changed it so that now that you can serve on your patio till 2 a.m.
Really?
So you can get drunk outside on for like 3 days a year, you can sit on the patio till 2 a.m.
Yeah,
like,
no kidding.
Great. Sweet. Thanks.
Okay, so back to complaining. Animal rights group PETA is trying to change the name of a bay in Tasmania from Eggs and Bacon Bay to something else. Just as long as it's not awesome. Eggs and Bacon.
Eggs and Bacon. That's
Bacon Bay. That is awesome. And they are complaining to the local politicians, saying, "No, you guys can't have this. You got to have it more to promote a healthy diet." And it's just like,
no, do you guys not understand that we need people to die in this world? We can't have everybody living forever. We sit here and we complain about we're using climate change and all this junk and all our resources that don't have enough. That's because we have 7 billion people on this planet.
Yeah.
Because less than 100 years ago, life expectancy was 35 years for most people. Now it's 70.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't it?
When you think about it, back in like the around the Great Depression, the 1920s, it was like 35. You'd be surprised to get to 40.
Yeah.
Now people are living to their 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s.
Double life expectancy.
What do you expect to happen? But that's a whole bigger topic than just bacon, eggs, bay. That's great. I want to go there and have some bacon, eggs, bay. Yeah. Some engineering student in India has made himself a functioning Iron Man suit.
Really?
I don't think it flies. I don't think it does, but it has some of the functionality. It cost him $750 to make, American. So that's like $14 million Canadian.
It's a lot of rupees too.
It weighs 220 pounds. It's capable of lifting 330 pounds. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I saw that and I thought it was pretty neat. There's a video on the BuzzFeed if you want to go check it out. It was pretty neat. I thought that was kind of funny. It's only a matter of time until somebody makes a real one where you can fly and everything.
Look at you being a pessimist. I mean, optimist.
I know.
So there's this in Wellington, Delaware. There's a minor league baseball tradition where they have chimps riding little dogs in a race, right? And PETA once again is going, "You can't do that. That is cruelty to animals." And it's just like,
how is it cruel? Like, I'm sure that is the monkey malnourished? Is the dog malnourished?
No, and the guy who owns the dogs and the monkeys, he says, "I treat them like family," and I bet you he probably treats them better than most kids in the world get treated.
I was going to say he probably treats them better than people treat their kids.
Yeah.
So PETA, back off. Back off, PETA. Get off my bacon egg bay.
Yeah,
My dogs chimps riding dogs.
Yeah, it's been a tradition for years.
Man, don't you see that stuff on YouTube? The squirrel on the surfboard. The cats doing funny things. It's just
cat videos. That's what YouTube is about. Come on.
Millions of views on cat views. Or cat videos. We just need a cat to jump in here. Boink.
Yeah.
As you guys know, we did a couple episodes on the documentary on Netflix, Making a Murderer. It's probably coming back. I've heard that rumblings that it's going to be coming back. So that'll be good. We'll stay tuned because we're going to be reviewing that stuff. But there's some news from one of the guys. Brendan Dacy has had his conviction overturned by a federal judge.
That was his son?
Yes, that was the nephew.
Yes, okay.
He is to be released from prison within 90 days.
Wow.
That
tells you something right there, guys.
Tells you something right there. Federal judges, obviously somebody put pressure on them. So I would guess my guess would be that they're gonna let the other guy out as well.
Eventually, yeah.
But how good are these guys gonna be in society now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for them to readjust, definitely for sure. So a person in Sudbury, he was in his house alone with his two kids, and he heard his dogs growling, so he got up, put on his prosthetic leg, and grabbed the lamp. He went to go check in on his kids, and he noticed a man entering into his daughter's room. And as he put it, I went into dad mode, and he just started beating the crap out of the guy. He walked up to him, hit him with the lamp a couple times, body checked him. They ended up in the bathroom. He took the top part of the toilet seat and just whacked him across the head. And fortunately, the man managed to escape. The intruder escaped. Yeah. They're on the lookout for him, but, good for him. That's the way you want to...
That's the way you should handle your business. Protect your family.
Yes, exactly.
Good stuff like that. I got one more. It's been, I haven't seen the article on it, but I read a little letter to the editor in the paper yesterday about, apparently some people are offended by the color of our police cars nowadays.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, we live in Calgary. Our police cars are, they're black and white now. They used to be blue and white, now they're black and white. So, I don't really know what to say to that. I don't really know.
I think the cars personally look a lot better now.
And you know what boggles my mind even more is that the police chief actually brought it up.
What?
Yeah, that he mentioned it in some sort of news conference and I'm completely flabbergasted by this that city employees even take a second to even look at this. If I was the police chief and somebody said, I heard, some people were offended by the color of our cop cars, I'd be like, fuck off. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, I read a letter to an editor, the same thing. It's like, do we want our cops to show up in,
I think we read the same one.
Fluorescent pink,
like pink
smart
cars.
And it's just like,
what the hell?
Because honestly, the only way to identify a cop car is if you're either beside it, or if you're behind or in front, is by the cop light on top.
It's ridiculous. What's this world coming to? What do we all need to
But the complainers get their way. They complain.
It's because
people,
squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Exactly. And despite what some of you might think, squeaky wheel getting the grease is not a good analogy. That means you are a whining little bitch, whining and getting your way.
We're not saying all complaints are invalid, but a lot of things that we're hearing nowadays.
Taking the bacon out of bacon and eggs, really?
Yeah. You're complaining. Come on, you're grasping at straws here. You're looking for attention. You're looking for something, and unfortunately, we give it to you. We cater to the dumb. I'm sorry. I am. I'm sorry. I'm not the smartest dude in the world, but I get through life pretty damn well, and I see some people and I go, how do you tie your shoes in the morning? Who ties your shoes for you in the morning? Oh, you have slip-ons. Oh, I got it. That makes a lot of sense. Trust me, I've thought about going to slip-ons too. So.
See, I have pair of slip-ons, and I have a pair of tie, and I have my work boots.
But that's just because I'm lazy. I don't like tying my shoes.
Well, it's just the slip-ons are. If you go to somebody's house, you just slip them off. Whereas if you go to somebody's house and you have to tie, and because I'm fat, you have to sit down and put my.
I get the slip-ons. I was just. I was using it as a.
Yeah. Okay. Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart are teaming up to host dinner parties for celebrities. It'll be on...
One's a felon, one's a rapper.
On VH1. You can watch it soon. I guess that's an odd couple for sure.
Definitely.
But I guess apparently when he showed up on her show one time, they hit it off really well.
He seems like a pretty cool, he seems like a pretty smart chill
Snoop Dogg. He has made excellent business choices throughout his entire life. He has managed to turn a career of rapping into an icon.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't necessarily like his music, but what he's doing for the industry is good, and what he's doing outside of the industry is also good. So keep up the good job.
Yeah.
I think I would tune in just to see what Snoop Dogg does.
Yeah. I wouldn't tune in for Martha Stewart, that's for sure. I'd turn in for Snoop Dogg more than anything.
Yes. So a man in somewhere in the States, it doesn't really matter, he was trying to set a business on fire, and he set himself on fire instead.
I saw a video of that.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, exactly.
This is what I'm talking about. Who ties his shoes in the morning? Come on. Really? Can't you make those, bottle bombs that you throw? Throw.
Molotov cocktail?
Yeah. Can't you make those? Come on, the internet. Search it. Google.
Delete your internet history afterwards.
Fucking destroy it.
That.
Magnet.
Yeah,
Come on.
Definitely magnetize it. Okay, so a Calgary man has brought up a lawsuit against Tim Hortons because his tea was too hot. And he wants all Timmies to serve lukewarm tea.
Can't do it. Quit. I quit life.
I quit humanity.
Really?
Yes, really.
That happened in the States, and this is why they put this
warning labels on stuff. This
warning label right here. You probably can't really see it.
Yeah,
but there's caution
a
hot
label on all of them.
Well, no shit, it's hot,
and it's because of stupid people like this. It's like you spill it on yourself. You go, "Oh shit, they're hot." You don't blame Timmy.
I can understand.
You blame yourself because you're stupid.
I can understand when the coffees you get sometimes they're you can't drink them right away.
Oh, definitely
you can't.
not.
And I can understand that. But to sit there and sue I've burnt my tongue on a pizza, on a coffee. But I'm not gonna sue them.
No.
I'm like, damn, I'm an idiot. And I learned, and I went, that was hot. Don't do it. Let it cool off. If you want a lukewarm tea, make it at home yourself.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wake up 15 minutes earlier. It's the same thing with like this Pokemon game. And I ranted about it a little this weekend. I'm going to rant about it again. Because this Pokemon game, I think, is great. I play it myself, my kids, my family. We all play it. We go out and we hunt the Pokemons. And you see all this negative press. You see some good stories, but not enough good stories. You see a lot of negative press. I'm suing this person because they're coming on my lawn. I'm suing this person. I don't like this game because it's wrecking people. Don't go to the war memorial because it's disrespectful. And it's like, okay, hold the phone here. It's not the game that's the problem. It's not the coffee that's the problem. It's not Tim Hortons that's the problem. It's the end user that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's the person spilling the coffee and thinking it's not their fault for spilling the coffee. It's the person walking onto your lawn, your private property, thinking they can catch a Pikachu or whatever. It's the person. It's not the game. It's the person. And I think we need to, as a society, I think we need to go back to personal accountability.
Yes.
If somebody's on your property, fucking shoot them. I don't care. Seriously, if I have private property, it's my property. I own my yard, right? You come on my lawn, I don't want you there. I go, can you get off my lawn? Oh, I'm just here to get the fuck off my lawn. Well, I just want to get off my lawn.
And if he still goes, oh, I gotta cut, bang, and
bang.
There you go, problem solved.
I'm not condoning killing, but just imagine if people had to worry about getting a shot because they went on my private property.
But okay, think about it. These people would never have survived 150 years ago.
No, they wouldn't have.
They would have died off quickly, or they'd be like gutter trash.
What happened? Warning labels. You know what I mean? Did people really drink bleach before they put a warning label on it? Is that why they put a warning label on it? Did people really spill their coffee and go, "That's hot"? No shit. Really? Whoa! I didn't know the oven was hot.
Yeah.
What? Don't you teach your kids? Don't touch hot. Don't run sharp.
Now, mind you, sometimes they have to learn life lessons, and you have to let them hurt themselves. But we don't have society doing that nowadays.
No, we're bubble wrapping everybody.
Yeah.
We're protecting people. We're not letting people fail and hurt themselves and get hurt. Now, okay, I'm not going to condone, don't let your kid jump off a 2-story building. That's
we know better
ridiculous.
than that. But if they fall down off of the jungle gym...
Yeah, if they're riding their bike, or they fall, or they do something that they've done, they jump off a couch and they hurt themselves. Well,
unless they broke something, tell them to get up and walk it off.
Yeah, right now, we coddle our children, you know? And it's we coddle everybody. We coddle adults. It's just so annoying.
It is. I got 2 more. China has developed a 300-passenger bus that drives over 2 lanes of traffic.
Oh, is that the one that goes like this?
Yeah. So cars can actually drive underneath the bus, so it doesn't affect traffic. I would really love to see how it works in practical use. I get it because in China they can have 5-lane highways going one way, so in that situation, but
when it's urban areas.
Yeah, Calgary not so much.
So what? Your bus runs up and down Deerfoot? Cool.
Yeah,
it's neat, but
good idea, but
it's not practical. It's not really, really practical.
In China, it might
maybe.
That's the thing.
We don't know. China.
We don't know how things are set up in China. No. They could be completely different. We only see what we see in movies and the occasional news that comes out of there. And last, and on a decent note, somebody has developed a ring that is Bluetooth enabled that allows you to feel your partner's heartbeat.
That's weird. That is totally weird.
It is. I think it is weird, but it is actually really nice. Because for those huge romantics, you could tap into your...
I guess, yeah. But
and feel them... For those people who...
Yeah.
Now, mind you, cell phones take away all that, because you can be...
Well, you're in contact
all the time, so... But it's just for those people who aren't in contact, but almost everybody has a cell phone, so...
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's a little bit weird. Why would you want to do that? That's just...
For those romantic type people, there are them out there, and they really do like to do things, so I get it. It's interesting. It is developing a very niche.
It's a very. Market. It's I think the technology that's used in it is interesting.
Oh yeah,
the use of the technology. I think somebody had a little too much time on their hands.
But you know what?
I think somebody's watched The Notebook one too many times. Maybe.
You know what? That was actually a good movie. I was really surprised.
I may or may not have watered my eyes because I got hit in the nose or something. That's my wife's favorite movie. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
How many times does she watch it?
Oh, she usually never watches it when I'm around.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's like my favorite movie around her, so I never watch it when she's around.
Okay.
So, guys, thanks for joining us on Headlines today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, guys,
and watch our previous videos.
Watch our older videos, and this week, guys, we're gonna put our foodie hats on. And we're going to talk about some of our favorite foods and how boring our food tastes are. Well, mine are anyways.
I think we're...
And what else are we talking about this week, Chris?
Oh, the hype train.
Hype train.
We're all aboard the hype training. You know what?
Talk about that on Wednesday with the hype train.
Yes.
Tomorrow, get your foodies out. See you later, guys.
See ya.